And pink, purple, blue, lavender, these are all colors on the list of hair trends. Dyeing your hair those colors, it's possible, but it is time consuming.
Stylists from RedBloom Salon breaking down the process for our Craig Larkins.
We're hanging out with the crew at RedBloom talking all things hair trends for 2016, and as you saw, color is definitely the thing for 2016. So those are pretty vibrant colors. Alex, what are we talking about when we're looking at the trends?
So the trends for sure for 2016 are vivid colors. We've got our pastels and our vivids. Both really popular right now.
And in the first segment we talked about actually those colors and such, but now we're going to talk to Katarina and you're going to tell us how do we get from just having a solid color, say you've got your brown in your hair, to having some of these colors on this palette.
Well, it's definitely a bigger process. It really requires a lot of time, a lot of money. It's sort of what we call a double process in the sense that it's almost like two color applications.
So we're looking at Cheryl right now, and she has the darker tones, right?
She totally does. So what we would do is we'd go in with one color and then we would go in with a different color. So this could take up to almost 4 hours. Yeah.
How do you get from the top color to the darker purple?
So it's definitely a bit of work, and we'd have to put in highlights, and we'd have to almost lift her. And then after we get her to the desired level, then we could go over top, and that's why it's a double process, and we could put a purple over top.
So for someone like Cheryl as well, she has to stick to the darker tones, or can she go to like a lighter pink, or is that more work?
That is more work. It's not that it's not achievable, but it definitely takes a little bit more. It's more long-term commitment.
Yeah.
With something lighter like this, just because she is so dark. Yeah. Naturally.
So you'd want to stick, if you don't want to. Yeah, you'd want to stick to the darker colors.
Totally.
All right. Next up, lighter.
Yes, lighter is definitely.
And you can mix and match, it looks like.
You totally can. So we have like the darker purple here, and we have like the darker pink, and then even back here we have like the green. Basically, the first time she would have to get this done, it would take a lot more work. But then, say the second time, she would only have to come in, and we would just have to do like go over top these pieces with something a little bit darker. So it wouldn't take as much time the second time or the third time, but the first time it's definitely a bit of a process.
Why do you guys think the color seems to be the thing right now as far as trends and such? What do you think it is about it? Is it just having that different and unique look?
Yeah, I think so. Also, we were explaining before, the process for color these days is much easier as opposed to 5 years ago. 5 years ago, to put these kinds of colors in hair wasn't really achievable. And now, because it's so popular, there's so many new product lines that are coming out where these colors really last and stay really bold, and they go on the hair much easier.
Because that's actually one thing I always heard, is that you get it done and then it fades right away. Is there less of that now, Katarina, would you say?
Well, it depends on if you're doing a vivid or a pastel.
Yeah.
If you are doing a pastel, it is almost more, it's 2 to 4 weeks. And that does include, like, you have to make sure you're using the proper products, such as like sulfate-free shampoo. You don't want to use anything aggressive with the shampoos. So definitely proper home care. So 2 to 4 weeks. But like something like the vivids, you can definitely get more to like 8 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and definitely still using home care.
And that's just the length of summer, so that's awesome. You can have some funky hair for the summer, and you just heard it from the experts. So yeah, if you want to head down here, dye your hair pink or purple, or what are one of the other fancy ones?
Blue, red, teal.
Come say hi to the folks down here at RedBloom in Bridgeland.
Jill, you got to get aqua.
Oh, the aqua.
Yeah.
I'd probably do
aqua.
the pink.